One of my biggest fears when it comes to getting out of debt is not the debt itself. It's the fear or the idea of being in a position where I'd have to ask family members or friends for money. That's something I never want to experience, and one of the biggest driving forces for why I want to get out of debt. If you're new here, I'm K-Mac. I'm on a debt freedom journey, and my goal is to be completely debt free by early 2026. I started with a little over $22,000 of debt, finally down to the last $6,000. On this channel, I share my real experiences, my budgeting process, and the mindset shifts I had to make along the way. In today's video, I'm going to share some Happy Mail that I recently received and do an unboxing with you. I'll also share my cash stuffing for the month. And before we get into all of that, I want to talk about a thought that's been keeping me grounded and focused on this journey. I was watching a recent video from Frank Talks Money, and in this video, he was talking about why he doesn't lend family any money. He shared a story about a cousin that needed $800 to get his car out of the shop. And without the car, he wasn't able to get to work and risk losing his job. Frank explained to his cousin that he had already loaned money to family and never got any of the money back. So he told him no. Weeks later, the cousin returned and asked Frank again, "Cuz, I need the money." But Frank stood firm. That story really hit me hard because it made me think, I've never asked family or friends for money, ever. Well, maybe my mom, but I've always paid her back. That was early in the years, but as I became more of a mature adult, I haven't borrowed money in a long time. To be honest with you, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't know who to go to in my family if I wanted to borrow some money. And I wouldn't want to ask my friends for money. One of the main reasons why is because I don't want to be disappointed or let down. And I also know that 7 out of 10 people are living paycheck to paycheck. 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So essentially, we're one emergency away from being financially stressed. And I wouldn't want to put anybody through that. Again, I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be let down. And that's one of the reasons why it's one of my biggest fears. On top of that, my ego plays a big role. I come from the mindset of, I'll figure it out. I'll do whatever I gotta do in order to make my ends meet. I'll drive DoorDash. I'll do Instacart. I'll find a side hustle. I got all these different skills. I'll figure a way to make some extra money, how to make some coin. I'm going to figure it out. That's just my mindset. So asking people for money, that's like the furthest thing from my mind. And I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Heck, I'll even go to a bank and borrow money before I would ask a family member or friend for money. Even though I don't want to get into debt, but the fact that we have a relationship, whatever that relationship is, you know, even if we're not that close, but the fact that I owe you money, that doesn't sit well with me. You know, I'd rather just borrow from an institution, me personally. So knowing that I don't want to ever go back into debt, that goes to show you how important not having to ask family members or friends for money means to me and my pride. That fear alone is the reason why I want to be debt-free as soon as possible. And my goal, once I'm debt-free, is to build 12 months of emergency savings, then start investing, and then start doing whatever else I want to do. I truly believe once you have a nice nest egg, that puts you in a position of options. And when you have options, you can make different decisions. Because when you're broke, you get desperate and you take whatever's in front of you. And what you'll find out is that a short-term decision could turn into a long-term decision. A lot of us are in jobs based off of short-term thinking, a short-term decision. But if we had a little bit of a nest egg, we would have made a different decision. That's one of the main reasons why, you know, getting my money right, putting myself in a position financially to have options is why I need to do what I need to do. But again, that's part of that fear of getting into a situation where I have to ask family members and friends for money. It doesn't sit well with me. So I got a question for you. Do you feel comfortable borrowing money from family or friends? Or have you ever done it? And if you've done it, how did it make you feel? Did you pay them back? Do you still owe family? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's cash stuffing and unboxing. Let's go.
All right, you guys. So I got some Happy Mail today, and this came from Miss Nikita, or you may know her as Miss Busy Budget. She has an Etsy shop. She recently found my video and was generous enough to send me some Happy Mail, so I really appreciate her for that. I don't know what's in this box, so we'll be finding out together. She didn't ask for a shout out, but I'm a firm believer in reciprocity and supporting others. Like I said, she has an Etsy shop, which I will link in the description. So if you want or need some budgeting supplies, go ahead and check out her Etsy shop. Also, if you want to get a hold of me or send me anything, my email and mailbox is in the description as well. So let's go ahead and see what's in this Happy Mail. Oh, it's a beautiful box. Okay, look at that. That's nice. Okay, looks like we got some savings challenges here. We got a $1,000 piggy bank savings challenge. Okay, it has a balance sheet at the back. This is nice. This is really nice. Okay, we got another savings challenge. Oh, we got a few saving challenges. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open this up. The packaging is really nice, high quality. She says she makes these by hand, by the way. So this is really nice. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got, let me see. So we got a $30 gift giving savings challenge. Sit this right here. A $60 gift giving savings challenge. $90 gift giving savings challenge. Oh, this is perfect for next year. $120 treat savings challenge. We got $150 gift giving savings challenge, as well as a $300 gift giving savings challenge. That's awesome. And these are reusable. These are reusable. It looks like you can get like a dry eraser and mark them and reuse them. So perfect. That's going to come in handy once I'm debt free and able to put money elsewhere. Okay, she also sent me some inserts. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this size. This is new to me. Tell me what size this is. What is this? But it looks like you can. Okay, you can fold your. This is like probably more something that you'll carry with you. You know. Yeah, this is nice. So we got groceries, household, we have eating out, personal, we got gas, we got miscellaneous here. Okay, that's nice. And then we got some larger envelopes here. Let's see what's in here. Again, we have groceries, household, eating out, personal, gas, miscellaneous. And these are really nice because if you remember my video, you probably have, maybe I edited it out, but a lot of times I have a hard time opening this top part because of the little seal that's on the standard envelopes, but this doesn't have that seal, so it's easy to pull the cash out. So these are really nice. And I told her in the email I'm gonna order some for my mom. I'm trying to get her to start cash stuffing. I think it's a useful tool for her. Let's see what else we got here. Oops. Okay, I got a new binder too. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Move this to the side. Nice. So got a new binder here. Now, I don't know if this is an A6 or A7, but this is nice. Brown quality gold in here. Oh yeah, this is nice. Really nice. So I can just stuff my envelopes in here, and probably do the same here. Let's see. No? Well, maybe. Let's see. I'm assuming I just need to get a smaller wallet. Okay, these don't fit in here, so I can't use these in here. So I'm gonna have to find something else, a different type of envelope that works with that, but I'll figure that out. But these savings challenges are great. Can't wait to use these once I'm debt free and able to put money in other places. So I'm gonna stuff that in here, and I'll be sure to put these in use. So again, thank you, Miss Nikita, Miss Busy Budget. I'm going to have her Etsy shop down in the description, so go ahead and check her out. And I believe she said all of her items come in this beautiful box here, this beautiful pink box. As you can see, the quality, the packaging quality is top notch. The attention to detail is amazing. I really like it. And again, thank you. And again, if you guys want to send me some Happy Mail or just get in contact with me, my email is down in the description, as well as my mailbox. So thank you guys for watching. And all right, let's get into it. All right, today's cash stuffing, we're going to be cash stuffing $577. This covers my weekly needs like groceries, gas, and toiletries, my wants like fun money and haircuts, and my sinking funds for future expenses like car maintenance, home upkeep, and various insurances. So for me, cash stuffing isn't just, stuffing envelopes full of money. It's a money organizational tool. It gives me clarity, it reduces stress, and it keeps me from constantly moving money around to cover bills like I used to do in the past. This is what I call being intentional with my money. It's been a foundation of how I've been pulling myself out of debt, and it's something that I will continue to use for the rest of my life. Now, before we get into this cash stuffing, let me show you a quick breakdown of how I got my envelope set up. All right, so let me explain a couple of things before we get into the cash stuffing. I get paid bi-weekly, so the numbers you see here in the corner are how much it costs me to eat or take care of whatever expense for the month. So for groceries, I have $400, but we cut that in half. So every time I get paid, I allocate $200. All right. So let's go ahead and go over it. So we got groceries, and I have the money already organized just to kind of get through the content. Fuel cost me $200 for the month. Toiletries, $30 a month. Fun money, we're budgeting $50 a month. Haircut, $50. I'm only going to get a haircut professionally once a month, and in between that time, I'll be cutting my own hair just to save $50. So I'm getting a haircut today, which I'm looking forward to. Anyway, all right, so we have car maintenance, that's $100 a month. Lawn care, $100 a month. Home upkeep, $100 a month. Pet emergencies, $80 a month. Medical and dental, $20 a month. Annual car registration, $10 a month. That's a sinking fund, by the way. Most of these are sinking funds toward the back. Annual gym fee, $4 a month. Life insurance, $25 a month. Pest controls, $50 a month. My buffer, we would normally allocate $25 a month, but I added a new envelope here, close. And that's gonna be $50 a month. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this cash stuffing. All right, so for groceries, we're gonna allocate $200. That's 50, 100, 50, 200. I should have put my index cards in my envelopes. Bear with me. Here we go. All right, so we got $200 here. Then we got fuel. Man, here we go. All right, so we got it should be $100 going into fuel. We're gonna go 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. All right. Toiletries, we got $30 going, so it should be 15. We got 5, 10, 15 for toiletries. Fun money, we should have $25 going here. Got 5, 15, 25. Haircut, $50. 20, 30, 50. I ain't got no fingernails either. Hold on, all right, you guys, sorry about that. All right, so where'd I leave off? Okay, we got 20, 40, 50. All right, cool. Gotta make a mental note too. Next, we have car maintenance. Should be, we got $26 going into car maintenance. That's a little less than what I had planned, but I recently had to pick up a couple items for the car. So that's the reason why I'm only adding $26 this time around. All right, next we have lawn care. Lawn care, we would typically add, $50, but since it's out of season, we're only going to contribute 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $15 for lawn care. We're going to have the same problem? Nah, we're good. All right, here we go. All right, cool. Next, home upkeep should be $50. We got 10, 30, 50. Next, we have pet emergency. Should be $40 going into pet emergency. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40. Medical and dental copay, we're going to skip this time around. Annual registration, we're going to contribute $7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Annual gym fee, we're going to skip. Life insurance, we're going to skip. Pest control, $25 for pest control. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Buffer, we're going to skip. And for clothes, we're going to cash stuff $25. So we got 5, 10, 15, 25. And the reason why I added a close envelope is because, the different seasons, and there are going to be times when you need to get some new threads, and you want to be able to make sure you have money available for that. And a lot of times when I need to get new clothes, it's usually in the middle of the month, as I've already budgeted and everything, and then I'm trying to figure out how to move some money to the side in order to buy some clothes. So as a way to prevent this from happening, go ahead and have a budget for it. I should have been done that, to be honest. So that's my cash stuffing for this pay period. This is the first pay period of December. Also, before I go, I want to shout out He Budgets. He recently made a video and he was talking about how his home was burglarized and he had money stored in a safe and the safe was stolen. That's completely unfortunate for him. And I hate to hear that, but I'm grateful that he made a video about it and explained it. And that woke me up to the idea like, hey man, you got to buckle up. You know, you don't know who's watching and you never know, you know, what could possibly happen to you in the future, you know, your home or whatever. No one's exempt from opportunists. So with that being said, I'm no longer going to keep, you know, bills over $100 in my sinking funds envelope. You know, every time I get $100, I'm just going to find a placeholder for them. So if you guys sell placeholders, if you could tell me where I can find some good placeholders, please let me know. I'm going to do placeholders for my sinking funds, and all the money that I have, I'll deposit into a high yield savings account specifically for my sinking funds. That way the money will be available and it'll be safe and I won't have that problem. So that's just a reminder to, you know, make sure you're buckled up, make sure you're mindful of, you know, what could possibly happen, you know, just having a lot of cash laying around. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you gained some value, please share in the comments. Also hit the like button and share the content if you know someone that could benefit from this type of content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.